Can you guys hear me? Is it working? Hello, hello. Okay, now it should be working now. Does it work? Should be. I can see the audio now. I can see the signal. It should be working. All right. I gotta be very careful with touching the microphone because the USB cable is kind of broken. So I have to be really careful when I move it because if I move it, it unplugs and you can't hear me. But what's up, guys? Quick little live stream. I'm not gonna do much. It's still like very unplanned. Will you save the stream? I'm recording it, so yes. I mean, I'm gonna save the stream, but I'm streaming at 720p, so I'm also recording it. If something nice comes out, I'll upload it in 1080. Otherwise, I'll just leave it on and yeah, I'm just working on something, so that's probably not gonna be the greatest stream ever recorded. Also, I can see the audio. I can see the little VU meter in my display over there, which means that there is audio going through on what's this thing called? On Streamlab, which is what I used to stream. So before I couldn't see it, now I can see it. So that's what it means to I can see the audio. Yeah, I don't know how this live stream is gonna go. My girlfriend's not home, so I decided to stream. You know, I'm probably the only human being that goes streaming when his girlfriend's not home, right? Everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look at naughty stuff on the internet or have girls over or stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm home alone tonight, so I'm gonna stream. Uh, what an exciting life do I have. All right, cool. So, yeah, I also feel like very bad. So I don't know. I might I might have COVID again because my throat is killing me, and I feel like so out of it. Um. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just wanted to test a couple things as well, cause I have this whole thing set up um for Twitch, but not really for YouTube. So I'm not really sure how it's gonna work. Um, so yeah, when are you gonna come out with a tech house bank? Man, I released like okay, this is a great time for me to test a couple things. Let me see if it works. It doesn't. Does it? Oh my god, why doesn't it work? Wait, am I in the right one? Yeah, it's on YouTube. Oh, why the hell doesn't it? Wait a second. Give me 1 second. No, it doesn't let me do it. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, Fishbird. Someone already replied to you, man. Fishbird is like the best freaking tech house bank out there. I mean, like, yeah, I kind of feel like a little bit of a douche to say that, but it had an incredible support, and you can hear it in a lot of tech house tracks out there, like a lot. So I'm still trying to figure out one thing with this thing. Let me try. I think it's just so dangerous to do this during a live stream. I'm like authorizing my YouTube to do some stuff for me. Let me see. What happens if I do this? Still nothing. Oh, what the hell? That sucks. Oh no, there you go. It worked. All right, it did. Okay, now it works. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, man, check out the links. This is this sound sets. I mean, they're killing it in the tech house market. So check those out. And there's also like super shameless plug right now. I didn't do the live stream for this, but since we're talking about it, there is a 40% discount going on at the moment on standalonemusic.com, so you can get all those pack for cheap. So yeah, if you get them, if you get them today, yeah, it's gonna be cheaper. What you can do there, the bundle is not discounted because it's already heavily discounted. So the bundle is not discounted, but the bundle doesn't include Fishbird 4 at the moment. So what you can do is you can get the bundle and then you can get Fishbird 4 for 40% off. So that's still a pretty good deal. And I'm working on Fishbird 5-ish, but actually what I'm doing right now is I'm working on a future rave bank. So that's gonna come out, I think, next week if I am not lazy and I manage to finish everything in time. I might actually do a live stream where I show you all the sounds, and then after I'm done with Future Rave, I'm gonna start working on Fishbird 5. But actually, I have another stuff that I'm working on. It's not really with standalone music. It's gonna be another thing, but yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So yeah, oh, so cool that this is working. Let me go in performance mode. The shitty thing about performance mode is that my computer doesn't, like, I don't kill my computer, but I can't see if the microphone is still working. So I hope it's gonna still work. I'll keep an eye on the chat though. So if the audio goes away for any reason, just let me know. I mean, there's a little bit of a lag, but yeah. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, switch. I've been working on this with some other producers out there. Can't really say who they are at the moment, but I'm also gonna mute the vocal for now because it's not really. We just put the vocal there. It doesn't mean that we're gonna keep that vocal. I need to do one little thing really quickly. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can actually zoom the whole thing. And because right now I'm working like my setup when it comes to stream is that I have a giant like monitor which is like this long, and so basically I split the screen in two, and in this side there is Streamlabs, and on the other side there's Ableton. So there's a lot of real estate in the screen that is not being used and you guys don't see. But Ableton is a little bit weird with the resolution when I do that. So if you go into look and feel, you can zoom it out a little bit. I mean, it might be a little bit too much, but yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see a little bit more. For me, it's like terrible because it's so hard to see. Everything you said is so tiny. But yeah, 6 sword in the background. Yeah, it's the is that the diamond? That's the diamond sword, right? I think it's the diamond sword in Minecraft. Are you coming out with any Get Low expansion? Being meaning to ask. Yeah, I've started working on a Fishbird like kind of expansion. so that I can use that little guy over there. Sorry, that little guy over there, the Moog. But yeah, I've got no time. It's so yeah. I need actually seven skies, so that every seven skies can do like every sky can do its own little thing. Because on my own, it's becoming too hectic. But yeah, I really want to, but I've got no time for now. But hopefully next year, hopefully when I'm done with this other project that I'm working on, which should be out in November, I'll have more time to dedicate to get low end standalone music and all that stuff. But yeah, guys, let me play this song and let me know if you guys like it. It's obviously like a tech house kind of banger. I'm gonna mute myself and hopefully the audio is coming through and everything. Let's try. Oh, let's start from scratch. There's no audio, right? I don't see the sound again. Was it? Oh my god, I think wait. I think it messed up. The Stream Deck messed up. Right, wait, hold on. This is the audio thing. Yeah, alright. I muted the microphone, but for some reason it inverted the whole thing on the Steam Deck. So the voice mute, it's actually the audio mute. Let's try again. Now there's audio. I can see it. You guys should be able to hear it now, right? Yeah, this is it. Um, I like it. I don't love the bass line. Um, maybe because instead of coming up with it, I did this thing, which basically, I don't know if you know it, but basically this little plugin over here, it's free. So you can search on Google Sting 64. It basically generates like acid-ish patterns for you. And a lot of them sound really cool. I mean, if you where is it? I think I deleted most of them. Yeah, but I think all of this that you see here muted are all really cool pattern. The thing is, I don't know, there's something to the human mind and art that computers still don't get right. And I know that a lot of producers actually use this this little plugin over here to come up with bass lines and stuff. You'd be surprised actually how many songs are out there right now that are generated with this plugin. I know Sid uses. Maybe Sid doesn't use this one. He uses another one. But it's very similar. He uses this one sometimes. But he uses another one, but basically does the same thing. West End uses this one. And who else? There's like a couple other friends that I have that use this plugin. And basically what it does, it generates a melody for you. So let me duplicate the channel because I like to have the original thing. When if the song ever come out, I'll be like, oh, this is how I used it. But basically, I'll just mute it. You just get a sound that you like, and then you turn on this. I'll show you the bass chain in a second. Yeah. I guess I don't know why is it back to that. Anyway, yeah. So basically, you pick a sound that you like, and you let this thing go. I don't really know why is it doing that. All right, let's turn off Endless Smile for a second. You see, it's just like, it just works, right? There's a little, it's causing some delay for some reason, but yeah, if you just put everything on. You see, and this melody is actually kind of cool. And yeah, if you don't like it, you can transpose it. So if it's not in the right key, you can change it. You can make it longer. You can have more notes. You can change the velocity, but I'm not using velocity with this specific patch. And yeah, if you don't like the melody, the pattern that it comes up with, you can click the face and it'll change it. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, the thing is, it sounds good pretty much like every freaking time, but some stuff is more epic than other. obviously right now there are like notes and stuff that follow the other melody that I made. So there's some stuff that doesn't really belong, and the key is probably different as well. But yeah, can you show the master? There's really nothing on the master. What you see here is so this one is outputting the sound to my external SSL. So what you see here is just a send, basically. I'll explain what's going on in the send as well, because you see that there's a bunch of stuff. So and this is going to the SSL Fusion, which is right here. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. And there's Fab Filter, but this is not really a master per se. It's just something that makes it louder and squashed, just to sound a little bit like club ready. I haven't really done the master. What I normally do is I'll produce the song maybe with something on like this, just to give it a little bit of like master-ish vibe, and then I'll turn everything off. I'll put it in a new project, and then I'll start the master. I never master before working on this. Sorry, I never really work on a song with a final master. I just like do something, and then I'll do it after. I do a final master after, and usually I do it on a stereo wave file. For some reason, to me, it sounds better. Also, a lot of you know it, a lot of you don't know it, but I'm one of those freaks that master at 96 kilohertz. So what I do is I export the song at 96 kilohertz. So here I just go 96, and it's very CPU intensive. So I'll export that, and then I master at 96 kilohertz. To me, it sounds completely different. It sounds insanely well. And even if you go from 96 to 44, the conversion from 96 to 44 is still better. It sounds better. It's, I don't know. It's just better to me. Okay, my girlfriend's back. So yeah, basically that's the mastering thing. I hope you guys are still around. My internet, it's kind of glitching. So what else? What else do we have? Oh, what? I'll do that when I'll do that when I have something almost done. I'll do like a whole process of how I bounce the song, and then how I import it and like master it and stuff, because there's a bunch of stuff that I do, a bunch of tricks that I don't know, I haven't really seen on others, on other tutorials and stuff. Oh, what was in the live stream? That's my girlfriend, guys.
I
There's also a dog somewhere. Zelda is here. Zelda's more of a Twitch kind of thing, but yeah, Zelda's my husky. I don't know if you guys ever seen her, but yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to explain this. So basically, what you see here is I split the frequencies, because the SSL that I have is an old style SSL, and it doesn't have a sidechain low cut, a high pass sidechain. Sorry. So basically, it reacts to everything that gets thrown through it. Which means if I have a very big low end, it's gonna really react to it and it's gonna chop it. The newer SSLs, you can basically control the sidechain. So if I can show you the UAD SSL has it, is this one over here, Sidechain Filter. And basically, if you turn it up, it will only react to everything that's above that threshold that you set. Sorry, the frequency that you set. So that's 80. This is 0. I believe that this would be around 40 or 50 hertz. So everything below 60 hertz is not getting compressed. Everything above 60 hertz is getting compressed. My SSL, hardware SSL, doesn't have that. The newer models do, but this is the more like true to the real one. It's by SSL. But yeah, they have two different ones. And that's a very handy feature though. So especially with dance music. So in order for me to do something like that, what I do is I create a chain and I have a linear multiband. I'm pretty sure there are better ways to do that, but for me this works better just because I can solo the band. So you see here, I have a cut at 60 hertz. Everything below 60 hertz doesn't get compressed. Everything above 60 hertz gets compressed. So the reason why I like this better is because, first of all, it's linear phase, so you're not going to get any phase crap, supposedly. And I can solo the bands, and when I mix them together, it usually sounds very well. I tried that with other EQs and stuff, and when I do it just with like band cutting, I always hear some phasey stuff going on. With this one, I don't. So yeah, what I do, as you can see, if I play this, you'll hear that there's I mean, you need to have like good headphones or good speakers, but if you can hear, there's no bass being compressed. You can I solo the whole thing, so you can hear that there's no sub. So this whole thing then goes inside the what's it called? Output, external instrument thingy, which is the SSL. So it gets sent to the SSL without the sub, and then it comes back into the system. While if you see this one is the exact opposite. So you see, this one has the low band in solo, and if I solo this, you hear the sub. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a sub there. And as you can see, there's nothing on this chain. It's just the linear phase. How come you use this over the Pro multiband? It's because I don't have the Pro multiband, which I'd imagine is the Pro MB is the one by FabFilter, right? I don't have the entire bundle by FabFilter. I only have 3 plugins. I have the Pro L, the Saturn, and the Pro Q ones. I don't have the other ones. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of FabFilter. I mean, I love them, but for the longest time, I wasn't the biggest fan. So I never really bought the bundle, which is why. And I've always, I don't know, I always loved the linear phase multiband by Waves for some reason. But yeah, so that explains why I do this. And then over here, there's the Fusion, which is this big box over here that you can't see. But if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw me buying this shit. My girlfriend's laughing her ass off. Cosa c'è? Eh? Perché non ce l'abbiamo? Sorry, it's house stuff. Not house music, just house related stuff. Yeah, so that's that. If I'm using this SSL plugin and I'm doing the low cut, then I should be Oh, this no. It depends on which SSL you are using, because like I showed you before, the UAD doesn't do that. Sorry, the UAD has that. So you can see. Let me just 1 second. Let me just copy it over here. And let's turn off everything here. I'm gonna copy the exact setting that I have on my SSL, which is release at 0.1, attack at 10, threshold, we need to figure it out, and the ratio at 4, right? And let's put it, so this, when this knob is off, it's like basically not having this whole linear multiband thing, right? It's off. This is the exact copy of how my SSL hardware works. So there's no sidechain filter, right? And this is how it sounds. I'm also gonna turn off the bass that I showed, and I'm gonna go back to the original one because I can't stand it. All right. Right, so we see we're getting 4 dB of gain reduction, right? So you'll see now that if I go up with the sidechain filter, you'll see that the compression, that the gain reduction is much less. The higher I go, the less compression I get. The reason is because when it comes to low frequencies, they are very heavy on the compressor. So the compressor works way more. So as I increase the filter, basically what the filter does, it's gonna only let the high frequencies come through, and those affect the compression way less. So let's try. You see that now at 80, it's only compressing a little bit. So if I go back, and you can hear the pumping way more. It sounds bad, right? While right now you're getting the compression, but it's only on 80 hertz and above. So the sub is super clean, it's passing through, it's not ducking the rest of the song, it's not creating that pump effect. And that's really handy. So if you use the UAD SSL, you don't have to do the whole split thing that I have. If you use the glue, you don't have to do that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, you have that, right? So this is it. Same thing. So 10 millisecond, release at 0.1, and there you go. You see? Now if we go back to 80 hertz, way less. So if you use the glue, you don't have to do that. I think the only one that is similar to the real SSL is the waves. The glue SSL. Ssl Comp stereo. They might have changed it. No, yeah, okay. So you see here, you don't have that thing. You see, the only way to have a sort of a sidechain on the SSL compressor from Waves, which in my opinion, so guys, I'm not endorsed by Wave, by any, like, I'm not endorsed by them. I pay their stuff. I wish I was endorsed by them. I wish I was sponsored by Waves, but I'm not. To me, this is the best SSL compressor that's out there. I really don't like the UAD one. I really don't. I like the glue a lot, but I think the glue makes your tracks a little bit dirty, too dirty. Especially on the low end, it adds some stuff that I don't like. This one, and I did an A, B, C, D, E comparison on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But it's one of my most viewed videos out there. So you probably saw it already. This to me is the most SSL like plugin. It's the one that sounds closest to the box, to the actual hardware, to me at least. Even with all the tests that I did, this one's the best one. So this is the one I usually recommend to use with master and stuff. But yes, you have to do the same trick that I did over here in order to use the sidechain trick. Now someone was asking what's the best cut to apply for the SSL. I believe it really depends. It depends on how bass heavy the song is, but I usually do 60 to 80, but I normally don't ever get to 80. For me, it's like normally 60. Pretty sure in this case I'm at 60. Yeah, 60 hertz. And I hope I did the same here. Yeah, 60 hertz. 60 hertz, just like, you know, the sub, you still get a little bit of pump on the sub, but most of the sub is just free to go. So yeah. So that's really just my mastering chain. When it comes to compressors and stuff like that. Now I have to remove it. Nah, the glue didn't sound best. It was the SSL that sounded best in the video that I did. Someone else was asking about the bass chain. Best microphone to record vocals at home in the studio. The Slate microphone is actually really insane. I have it over there somewhere. Wait a second. Haven't been using it in a long time, but this one, the Slate microphone. Slate microphone is the shit. I'm just gonna send this to Slate so he can use it for promotion stuff. No, really, it's really good. You can emulate like a bunch of microphones, and yeah, it's just super good. I wish I could actually use this as a streaming microphone, which I could. It's just that I'm too lazy to plug the whole thing and cables and stuff, and it's complicated for me to use it with Stream Deck. Well, this one is a USB microphone, so it goes into different channels, while this one would have to go on the same channel where Ableton is, and so it would be very problematic. But yeah, this one, can't recommend it enough. Let me put it back. Okay. Oh, guys, I just bought. I know nobody really gives a shit, but I just bought this like Easy sliders. They look so stupid, but they're so comfortable, guys. This is like me. Like, this is the promotion area of the whole thing. My girlfriend is laughing. Yeah. How do you focus on making music? Keep making superb, really good music like always. Big fan from India. Well, first of all, thank you so much. How do I don't know how do I do it. I mean, you probably noticed that I'm very, very, very slow. Like, I'm super slow at making music. I wish I was like faster and I had more tracks out, because it's really not doing any good to my career. But you know, to me, there's certain standards that my tracks need to match, and yeah, so thankfully I have so thank you guys for supporting, because I know that a lot of you are a customer on standalone music, and the reason why I do it is that why I still do this is mostly because of you and your support. So thank you so much. And yeah, so that's the other thing. Making sounds actually helps me with making music, because whenever I do the sounds, I end up like testing them, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's do like a little melody, and sometimes that little melody turns out to be really good, and so I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. Let's just build on it, and yeah, and then sometimes I just have something popping out in my mind, and I just make it. It really depends. Um, Those lighters are really comfortable. Yeah, they are. It's like walking on a freaking cloud. They're expensive though. The Slate microphone is expensive. I don't know. I have to be completely honest. He gave it to me for free, so I don't know how much it is. But we're good friends. He didn't give it to me just like to promote it or something. We were good friends. I was visiting him in LA, and he was like, "Oh yeah, here's my new mic. I need to go back so he can give me his new headphones." Uh, do you have any advice on how to get started as a ghost producer? Um, I guess just make music and send it to people, like DJs and stuff. Um, and and yeah, that might work. I mean, and don't really get me wrong on what I'm about to say. Let me go full cam on this. Don't get me wrong on what I'm about to say, but everybody's interested in music. If you would, I'm not saying ghost produce me, but what I'm saying is if you would send me a song that is actually really cool, and I'd be interested in it, even if I'm a producer who makes his music. Because you know me, guys. If I was ghost producer, I probably wouldn't be here like showing how I make music. I'd be like just showing myself like partying all over the world and stuff. But you'd be surprised how many actual producers actually get songs from other people, and it happened to me as well. I'm not really afraid, or sorry, I'm not really ashamed to admit it. For example, No Money, the song that I released recently, I did like very little on it. Um, I mean, it's not that I did really little on it, because I still like sort of flipped the song. It was very different when it got sent to me, but the whole thing was basically right there, which is why I never really showed any tutorial online on how I made that song, because I didn't really make much on that song. So just shop the song around, and if it's a good song, people will pick it up, and whenever you have something new, they know that you are a good producer. They know that you have quality music, and every time you send them something, they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's actually good. So let me listen to it." Now, again, I would never ever get a song which is 100% done and not do anything on it. Like, again, No Money was almost done when it was sent to me. And granted, the guy who did it is credited, is part of the artist in the song, so that doesn't really count as the ghost production. Um, but yeah, he sent me the song, and I was like, okay, there's something really good on this song, and I kept the entire structure, kept the most of the sounds. I changed the bass, so the bass is mine. I changed the kick, and I just mixed it a little bit, right? So I would never just get a song and like from the way that has been sent to me release it straight away, because that goes really against the way that I work and function. So I would be like, okay, yeah, send me the stems, and then I would probably change the kick, change something. But I know a lot of other DJs who are really totally cool with just release a song the way that it is. So, like I said, just, message people, get them to listen to your song. It's probably easier if have your name out there already. Um, if you like, if they know you with bootlegs or something like that. It's really hard if you don't have a name, but you find ways, man. Uh, I don't really. I remember the way I started was like bothering people. I just emailed everybody and I was like, "Hey, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this," and then at some point, the right people replied, and that's how it happened to me. But yeah, that's the other thing. The most important part right now is in this like historical moment is not just have talent. It's yes, you need talent, but you also need to freaking be like a hustle. You need to be a hustler as well. It sucks because I wish it was just about talent. Three important things you learn in your journey as so far as a music producer. Exactly what I just told you. Talent isn't everything. Talent is probably like nowadays it might not count for even 50% of the whole picture. Which again, it sucks, but that's how it is nowadays. Because I know people who can't do anything, but they're out there because they're really good hustler. They have really good social media presence. They have really good connections. So don't think, this is something I always say to people, don't think that just because you're a talented artist, everything is gonna go as you're planning. Don't think that just because you are the greatest freaking producer in the world, you're gonna be the greatest DJ number one person that's gonna, walk this earth. Because that doesn't count. Nowadays, that doesn't count. And this is a big mistake that I see a lot of talented people do. And that's a problem that really talented people have. Because really talented people are like, oh yeah, well, I'm so talented that I don't need to waste my time on social media. I don't need to waste my time on this and this and that. And that's the stupidest mistake that they can do. Is to think that just because you're talented, you don't need to take care of anything else about your social media, about your presence, about the way you look, about the way you talk to people. Um, so yeah, that's definitely the number one thing that you need to know about career. And that goes for everything. If you are an actor, if you are an artist, if you're a DJ, if you are a freaking cook, for what I care. But that's how it works now. The other thing, I can't think of three. I'm pretty sure I can think of three. But the second thing is, uh, remember that the world is filled with very bad people. Which I know it's depressing to say, but keep in mind that. And I'm the worst. I'm like so like I have such a problem with trusting people. Like I have the worst trust issues ever. So I'm always very distant with everybody. But I have my reasons to be. And the other things, I don't know. I can't really think of a third one right now. Are you going to ADE? I don't think so because I'm not playing anywhere. So I don't think I'm going to ADE. But if anybody invites me to a show or something, I'll definitely go. And if anybody wants to meet up, I'll make sure I'll post it on my Instagram or something, and so we can do like a meetup and stuff. Uh, guys, I think okay. Hi, Hayasa G. You want to ask me something? Ask me that, and then I'm gonna go because my girlfriend's back and she's like bored around the house, and I don't wanna. All right, could you please try and check our music? Yes. Now I'm still trying to figure out the schedule for this whole live stream stuff. because I need to be able to, you know, sort of have everything, like have all the pieces of the puzzle like fitting together between all the music that I'm working on, all the sounds that I'm working on. Also, sorry, I burped. You know, also giving attention to my girlfriend because she deserves it. So I still need to understand the whole schedule and how it's gonna be for the live streams. Autumn is coming, the cold weather is coming, so I'm definitely gonna be in the house more. So I'm definitely gonna do this more. So yeah, I'll do some live stream where I'll check the music. Uh, I'll need some people to help me out with all the links and stuff. But yes, we'll we'll um we'll do that. I'll do a demo drop live stream thingy. So yeah, we'd love to get your opinion on new stuff. Keep all the stuff. Don't worry, we'll do that. We'll do that really soon. Uh, can your girlfriend say hi to us? Yes, I think so. One second, let me call her. Amo, puoi venire un secondo? I follower vogliono salutarti. I'm here, my love. She doesn't want to be in the camera.
No.
she's like hiding. Like, oh my god, there's like a monster or something. Come on, they're. She wants to bring the dog. I hope she comes over because otherwise you think I'm like I have like a made up girlfriend somewhere there. But she exists, I promise. She's trying to get the dog as well because she's very shy. She doesn't like to be on video, unlike me because I'm used to be on video. Italians are my favorite. Yeah, she's shy. I don't know what she's doing. Cosa stai facendo, amo? She's like, non accende la luce.
Ancora giù.
One second. She wants me to get the dog as well. So one second. This is not my girlfriend. This is my dog, and that's my girlfriend. Devi guardare lì, però. Yes, that's the happy family. That's the happy Seven Skies family. Even though the dog is not happy, the dog is always grumpy. Look at her.
Daddy Boo.
Hi. Say hi to the fans and the people of the internet. No. You want to go, right? Yeah, she wants to go. Okay. So that was it. Your studio's sick. Yeah, I see it's getting better, but right now it's also like a kitchen thing. All right, what's the name of the dog? The name of you can't really see it, but so you can see over here. You see all the video games, right? Up here. So this section is the Zelda section, right? And yeah, my dog's name is Zelda. She's yeah, she's a husky girl, and her name is Zelda because Zelda's one of my favorite games. I'm a nerd like that. I'm not really a gamer, but I'm a sucker for like old video games. As you can see, like all the, you know, the Game Boys and stuff up there. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna go give some attention to my lovely lady, and studio and kitchen. Yeah. So basically, I don't really want to show it to you guys because it looks terrible. But basically, since my girlfriend moved in, this house was like gigantic, but for me, But since my girlfriend moved in, the kitchen was like really tiny. So I had to move the table, the dining table inside the studio, which is right here. So you can see here, there's a chair, right? Because the studio is gigantic. Because I always like envision myself as a freaking. Oh wow, we have a bot. Nice. I need to. I need to have somebody being an admin and delete all this stuff. But yeah, so basically, I was like, I always like envisioned this house as a single guy house, and so I was like, oh yeah, and I want the studio to be gigantic, and so the studio is basically 3/4 of the house because the studio is very big. The bedroom is very big as well. And then the kitchen, who cares? Kitchen and dining table. But since she moved in, everything was like very tiny, so I had to move the table inside the studio. So that's it. But I mean, the house is fairly big. It's like 2 floors, but the floor downstairs is still a disaster. So I need to, remodel the entire thing. But I need more money. So guys, go to standalone-music.com and buy them sound set because I need to remodel the house. Okay. I promise I'll do the chain, the bass chain thing soon. But basically, all you need to see is this. I'll show you this. For some reason it's turned off. I don't know why, but this is the best thing. Fat filter. Taped house bass. I think it's from a preset somewhere, but yeah, just take a screenshot of this. And this is the best thing that you can put on your tech house basses. I promise. And the saturator as well is really good, but yeah, this is all you need. Should today's artist aim to release music on its own or try to release on a label? I'll answer very quickly. I would say you need a label at the beginning because it builds your profile, and then you can release on your own. But also, it doesn't really matter because, as I know, artists, like there's this little kid who he doesn't live too far away from here. He does bootlegs on TikTok and he has 1 million followers. I'm pretty sure you guys heard all of his songs because he has like some pretty freaking huge hits on TikTok. That guy doesn't have a label. He does, granted, he does freaking bootlegs, but if that guy was to release a song tomorrow with the following that he has, he'd probably kill it. So if you can build a follow, if you have a strong follow, it can be because you're good at, I don't know, social media and stuff. You can release music on your own. If you start from scratch, you don't have a great social media presence and stuff, I would say try to get on a label first, build a little bit of audience, then you can release stuff on your own. Yeah. Our bass. I'll show you our bass really quickly. Don't really, I don't know, this our bass, I didn't put it in there. The other guy did. The other guy I'm working on the song with. So they sound good, but this is not normally what I would do. So take it with a grain of salt. What is his name? That guy, his name is J.R. Stitt. I'm pretty sure you guys, if you go on his TikTok or Instagram, and you listen to like his stuff, you probably heard it. There's a couple very famous one that he did. All right, guys. It's time for me to go. My throat is killing me. Hopefully I don't have COVID, but I'm not sure about that. Tomorrow I'm gonna get tested, but I already had it, so I probably have some immune stuff going on because I'm feeling pretty okay. It's just my throat is like just killing me. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you liked the live stream, and yeah, I'll see you soon. I promise I'll do a demo drop very soon. Thank you so much, guys. See ya. I also need to figure out how to end the stream because we